Hey, what is up guys, ASG here, back with another Crossout video, and in today's video I'll be doing a review on the legendary weapon, the Helios. Now Helios have low durability but deal very good cabin damage when all the projectiles hit on the enemy. First of all, I test out the durability versus scorpions, as the scorpions are one of the most common weapons in clan wars. I tested out against the scorpions. So first of all, I test the durability versus the scorpions when the Helios are placed very close together. So as you can see, they get stripped off easily with one shot. But when I place them far apart with the appropriate armor in the middle, it takes a few shots to take them out. Now I recommend using bumpers in the middle, as it will protect the Helios better, and it will take more shots when using bumpers instead of like normal armor that do not have much durability. So the thing I love about the Helios is that I can take out heavy or tanky builds quickly because it has that additional cabin damage, and heavy builds are usually wide and easy to hit all the projectiles with. As the Helios have low durability, it can be easily taken out by breakers or hammerfalls, but hammerfalls take a bit longer as it is a bit weaker than the breakers. The typhoons can take out the Helios too, but if you use your shield properly, and typhoons can be easily taken out with the Helios. If you use a high hit points build, then the typhoons are gonna have to take a lot of shots to kill you. As you'll see, I tested it with typhoon plus echo and the typhoon plus icebox. It took 10 shots with the typhoons plus echo, but it depends from 8 to 10 shots depending on where you shoot. And in the case of typhoon plus icebox, as icebox has the perk of 15% for limited turn angle weapons, it took 8 shots, but it can vary from 7 to 8 shots depending where you shoot the build. I also tested it with the 2 tsunamis on echo as well as icebox. With echo, it took 10 shots to destroy the builds, where it can vary from 9 to 11 shots. But with the icebox, it took only 7 shots to destroy the builds, but it can take 7 to 9 shots sometimes, as it depends where you shoot it. Also keep in mind that echo could destroy the build faster because of the reload perk, but icebox does more damage. Another main counter to the Helios hour builds are Retro Dogs. These can easily kill you in close range but will struggle in long range or medium range, so always keep a distance against them. Now obviously Lancers and Dogs can easily take out Howers, so there's not really a counter against them. Although I have been in situations where I escaped the Fire Dogs from wedging me, it is a 50-50 chance of killing Fire Dogs. Now for damage test of the Helios, I tested it with the score counter in Bedlam. In close range it got 2554 points, in medium range it got 2506 points, which is not much of a difference really, and 825 with long range in the first mode. Now the second mode is for long range only, and I tested it out and it got 952 for long range with the second mode. But personally I barely use the second mode unless it's a long range fight, which I usually don't get into. Now I test the perk of the weapon by dealing damage to the cabin and then the parts. When shooting the cabin at short range, it did 313 damage, and when I hit the parts, it did 72 cabin damage as the perk mentions. The short and medium range damage was the same, but at long range the damage on cabin and cabin damage with parts is variable. When I tested it, it kept showing different points every time, so I'm not sure about the long range damage. While strafing or moving while shooting, the Helios can be inaccurate, but if you have the Jade 3 perk, the accuracy is pretty good. I haven't unlocked the Jade 3 yet, but it'll surely be good for the accuracy of Helios. Even though it has a higher accuracy in game, it will be better to have Jade 3. Now I'll be talking about sausage builds. These builds should be used for teamwork only. The Aurora heats up the part and the Helios does insane damage if you have the photon cabin. As you'll see from the video, it took just a few seconds to destroy the cabin where it's heated and the Helios fires on it. Now this is the cohort cabin as well, so it is a high durability cabin. It also does very good damage at medium range with Photon and Aurora. Now for the final part of the video, I tried Helios with Quantum, and if you don't have a shield on your build, enemies can easily strip your guns. So when using the Quantum, you're supposed to use Aegis Prime, but is it worth sacrificing the power unit for the Aegis? I personally think it's better to use the Nova cabin so that you can have a shield as well as a power unit. Although Quantum does give a better damage with the Perk on, it gives 375 damage when directly shot on cabin and 86 as additional cabin damage when shot on parts in both short and medium range. But in long range it can vary, but the damage will be higher than Nova. But personally I would recommend using power unit with Nova as it's much better. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video and choose the Helios for Clan Wars. I would like to thank all the members of EMTN for helping me test the Helios, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care and peace.